Sean.
All right. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, dude. So we've got Awestin versus dude with long hair.
I believe it's Professor Q.
Okay, gotcha.
I believe so. I am so sorry if it is not. I'm terrible with names, but I know faces. I know what you look like.
Hey, if it works out, it works out.
Absolutely.
If it doesn't, we'll find out in about like 30 seconds or so.
Definitely, but we're getting Diddy Kong versus Ness. Pretty classic Smash 4 set. Yeah, Professor Cube.
Yep, Professor Cube versus Awestin. Game 1, take it away.
Definitely. We're going to be getting... I mean, this is going to be... I really don't know how this matchup... Do you know how this matchup has changed at all? I mean, I know Ness has probably gotten a lot better and Diddy Kong's gotten marginally worse.
Okay, so from what I have played online, I have gotten little experience with this matchup. However, I can tell you how both characters should end up working in this matchup. Ooh. Those barrels are a terrible idea, and he should stop that nonsense, okay?
I mean, Cube kind of looking... Oh, my gosh.
Not quite. Okay,
definitely.
So
Awestin edge guard situation.
So the way that this is going to work out is you're going to see them both running back and forth. There's going to be a lot of diversity across the stage. This is not going to be like watching somebody play against a heavy character or something like that, all right? What Diddy Kong wants to do is he should almost always have a banana in his hand. If he doesn't, he's in a bad spot. His neutral air, down air, forward air, and back air, all of those will beat out PK Thunder if they time it correctly. The neutral air's weak hit will not make the PK Thunder go away. It will instead, they'll get hit by it.
He's got moves that can beat PK Thunder, and that's kind of where he's going to be in any state disadvantage. Austin's going to be shooting that Thunder at him.
Absolutely.
Understandable.
Austin's going to be using his second jump along with the...
nice back air. Clean up that stock. Austin taking a bit of a lead.
He's going to use the momentum from his second jump and PK Magnet. Ooh, good DI. To put himself a little bit over the banana. You see right there, he used it as a positional thing. He uses that a lot to draw people in and to try and force a trade situation or to force them into shield, which is where he wants them. That's not going to KO. It's stale.
Interesting situation, though. The banana was right at ledge, and Austin just kind of jumped over it. Like, it just didn't hit him at all.
No, and see right there, he used it again. He uses that PK Magnet to stop himself a little bit and to juke people to make them think he's going to do something, and then he'll come down with a very good back air.
That back air is sending a clear message.
He'll use that as a method to get somebody to dedicate to something. Like, they'll expect him to land with a forward air or something like that, so they'll grab, anticipating that, and instead the Magnet will stop that from happening. He's excellent at covering people's options like that with PK Thunder and PK Fire. His weakness for Awestin...
Ooh, that nair ending it at 120. That angle was so gross.
I think there was a lot of like poor DI from Professor Cube on that.
That was likely poor DI, but regardless, that angle was disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, 43 sitting on Awestin. I mean, whatever you're talking about in this matchup, Austin's doing it right.
Oh, yeah.
Austin's doing it right. I can tell you that much.
He absolutely knows what he's doing.
I'm never going to need to know how these two characters interact on an inter-kid basis. I appreciate the science lesson, but holy hell, Awestin destroying it right now.
Absolutely. Diddy Kong needs to use...
Oh, my God.
Ooh, that was charge fest.
Questionable down smash, but Awestin not going to eat much from it.
Basically, Diddy Kong needs to use the disjoint on his forward air to kind of box out Awestin or Ness in general, because his aerials will beat Ness's aerials. Yeah. Ness needs to be closer than Diddy Kong needs to beat a Ness. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And
Awestin missing the unfortunate miss on the PK Thunder. I wonder if that had anything to do with the parry.
I don't.
He just misspaced it.
I think he misspaced it.
Okay.
What I think happened is he was close enough to the ledge, but he made the PK Thunder go too far.
Yeah, it went too long.
Yeah, and so as a result, he ended up losing out on that.
I just wasn't sure how the parry. Ooh! Nice forward air. Austin, Cube just trying to land. I mean, this has pretty much been the entire game.
And this is what I was talking about. He's excellent at covering all of that space. It doesn't matter what part of the stage you're on. It doesn't matter where you try to land. He's going to cover it with a PK Thunder. He's going to cover it with a PK Fire. And if he catches you with any of that, it's going to put you into that kind of position.
Unfortunate stuff coming out from Cube. SD on that last stock. But, I mean, Awestin kind of had it on lockdown.
Yeah, he had so much momentum going into the end of that.
Definitely. And I mean, this is something that I have no doubt Austin's practiced with Dakpo in this matchup specifically, and he has played countless hours of this in Smash 4, whether it be against Dakpo or Lightning Cam or just the 8 Diddy Kongs we had in DFW.
I went to check my statistics on my Switch earlier today to see how many hours I've put in just goofing around playing Smash Ultimate. And I could not believe that I was at 135 hours on here.
Holy hell, dude.
Now, don't get me wrong.
I don't think I've even played that much.
Now, don't get me wrong. Right now, I'm on vacation from work, okay? And I'm going to be on vacation. I'm on specifically, I'm on parental leave because I had a baby this last year.
Oh, man, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
He turned 9 months just a couple days ago. He is just the most adorable, most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me. But to get back to where I was going with this, because I've got all the time in the freaking world right now, I'm on parental leave until the end of the month, and it may be extended to the middle of next month.
Wow.
Yeah, I have nothing to do.
Wow. Well, you got Ultimate to play.
So,
you got some Ultimate to watch.
Absolutely.
Game 2 going in, Awestin and Professor Q.
So this is a good counter pick in my opinion, and the reason I think this is a good counter pick is because Ness's stubby little legs, he doesn't have a whole lot of movement speed.
Absolutely.
Okay, this forces him into the air, which while his movement in the air is pretty solid, oh, that's a bad spot to
That was a good idea on the wall cling, but not gonna pan out for him. Unfortunate stuff from Cube. SD so early.
So what the idea behind this is to force Ness into a situation that Diddy Kong wants him to be in. The problem is Professor Cube is not taking advantage of that like situational type thing, and as a result is getting punished for doing what he is doing.
It looks like by and large he's having a lot of trouble adapting to what you're saying, like the side magnet movement, and just in general how Ness has changed. I think what Cube's going to have to do if he wants to have more success in this matchup is definitely find some good Ness and practice how this works. Because this is, I mean, like you're saying, like Diddy Kong has the tools to absolutely make this matchup probably even.
Yes.
At the very least. And I think he just really needs to understand how to use it better. That setup still exists, apparently.
Clip that! That was awesome!
That setup existed in Smash 4, and I've yet to see an Ultimate, but Cube just popping it off to get him back himself into this game. He's sitting at 122, though, at ledge. Worst place to be against Ness.
So what Professor Cube needs to do is he needs to stop going in like he is, okay? He needs to let Awestin come to him. He needs to get Awestin to play his game. He needs to not pull banana when his opponent is directly next to him. Because that's the second time he's done that in this set. He ran up and did a B reverse banana at him. I mean, not even a B reverse. Like,
I mean, right there. Like, he pulled it and then got hit by PK Fire.
Like, that's what he's getting punished by. Is he's just too close, and he's pulling banana in, like, close-up neutral. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly a Diddy expert, but just as a generalized thing, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, for any projectile that puts you in that significant amount of lag, you have to be creating yourself space. And I think that's a common problem that like lower or mid-level players of that character run into. They're inexperienced against people. Oh my gosh. they're like inexperienced against people who actually just punish you and don't give you room to breathe.
Right.
And I think that's what we're seeing against Cube. He's running into this kind of panic situation where he just doesn't understand how to keep Awestin out and when to find these areas to safely pull banana, to safely space his aerials. He's having a lot of trouble with it.
He's also good back at that's going to seal the set. Yes, very.
He's also very dead.
The biggest problem is he wasn't punishing what Awestin was doing. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, Awestin was getting in on him almost for free that entire set.